Hi everyone, this is a video hint to number 24. For number 24, part A, you're asked to write a formula for volume. So the first thing, you have to remember what volume is. And for a cardboard container, hopefully you all remember that volume is length times width times height. So just multiply those three numbers together. But now you have to actually come up with an expression for length, width, and height. I'm not going to do this explicitly, but what they tell you about the width being 4 inches less than the length and the height being 1 inch less than twice the length, you have to write an expression for that. So let's practice some related expressions. So if I say 5 less than a number, well, let's let a number be x and 5 less than that. Well, what do we do with x and 5? This translates to, think about this. What's 5 less than 7? Hopefully you got right away that that's 2. Well, you really did 7 minus 5. Well, we're going to do x minus 5. So 5 less than a number would be x minus 5. Now, what if I say 2 less than 3 times a number? Similar concept, 3 times a number would be 3x, and 2 less than that would be 3x minus 2. So in part A, when you have to write an expression, you're going to have 2 of your variables dependent upon the other one. Let one of those be x, and then define the other 2 based on this stuff. Well, then you take each of those expressions and multiply them all together. So you should get something that looks like this, which looks a lot like what we've been doing. From there, you can actually multiply it out. And you should actually multiply that out. So that's a hint for part A. And part B, don't think too hard about it. If volume equals this and they're telling you the volume, think about what you do with that number. Part C, they ask you to find the dimensions of the container, if that's true. Well, I will tell you here that you're going to find x, which will get you one of the side lengths. I'm not going to tell you if it's length, width, or height, but it'll get you one side length. Once you find x, which will actually involve finding the roots, you can find the other 2 lengths by either finding all the roots. Actually, sorry, that won't quite work. Or whatever your expressions are, like x minus 5 or 3x minus 2. So these are just the ones I came up with. If you have a value for x, so suppose x is 5, and that's going to be one of your side lengths. Take this and plug it in, and I should have, let's say it's 15. And you plug it in to both of these expressions, and so you would get that the other 2, 15 minus 5 would be 10. And then 3 times 15 is 45, minus 2 is 43. So here you can find the 3 side lengths by finding x and then plug it into the other 2 expressions. So you should be able to do number 24. Think of it in terms of a polynomial. So you're going to have to write your polynomial from a word problem, and then eventually you're going to have to set that equal to 0 and solve for x.